all stand and have our short prayer for this morning. So, dear God, as we gather to begin this class today, we ask for your presence and guidance. And please open the hearts and the minds of the students who are present today for them to understand our lesson and keep them safe always. Amen. So, good morning, everyone. How are you today? I guess you're all doing good. So, before you take your seat, please arrange your chairs properly and pick up all the trash around you. And once you're done, you may now take your seat. And now we are going to check your attendance. So, Miss Secretary, do we have any absentees for today? Very good, there is no any absentees. So, give yourself limang taas. And now, I have prepared here our classroom rules. So here are our classroom rules. The first one is respect everyone. Next is raise your hand to speak. And for the last one, focus and participate. So I hope you all understand and will follow our classroom rules.
So anyone from the class who can give me the recap on what we discussed last meeting? Yes, Carl? Very good, you got it right. Let's give Carl ang galing-galing clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ang galing-galing-galing. Okay, Carl is correct. Our last topic, last meeting is all about celestial's body. Now, who can give me some example of celestial body? Yes, Kayla? Go ahead. Very good. Okay, another, Elizabeth? Okay, that's good. Another one? Jocelyn? Okay, very good. It seems like you fully understand the concept and some example of the celestial's body. But before we proceed to our next topic, let's have first our energizer entitled Pass the Ball. Allow me to present the general instruction of our energizer. So, we are going to give you a ball of paper. Each paper contains a question that you need to answer. And then, you will pass it to your seatmate while the music is playing. When the music stops, the one who holds the ball will answer the question. So, are my instructions are being clear, class? Do you have any question or clarification before we start our energizer? So, when you hear this music, that indicates that we are start. So, let's start. Okay, it seems like you fully understand and enjoy our energizer. Do you enjoy class, our energizer? Yes, do you enjoy? Okay, so those questions that we encountered in our energizer is something to do with our main topic for today's discussion. So, who can guess what is our topic for today's discussion? Yes, Carl? Okay, very good. Our topic for today is all about the concept of the solar system. Yes, you got it right, Carl. Our topic for today is all about solar system. But before we proceed to our main discussion, allow me to present to you the learning objectives of our discussion. So, at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to identify and describe the 8 planets in the solar system and their characteristic. Number 2, construct a model of solar system to demonstrate understanding of relationship between Sun and the 8 planets. Lastly, demonstrate interest in the solar system by asking questions and reflecting on the importance of the Sun and the 8 planets. So class, these are our learning objectives. But before we proceed to our main discussion, we prepared a short video clip to you for you to better to understand the concept of the solar system. After watching the video, we will ask you some questions relative to the video. So, let's watch the video.
Our solar system is one of over 500 known solar systems in the entire Milky Way galaxy. The solar system came into being about 4.5 billion years ago when a cloud of interstellar gas and dust collapsed, resulting in a solar nebula, a swirling disk of material that collided to form the solar system. The solar system is located in the Milky Way's Orion star cluster. Only 15% of stars in the galaxy host planetary systems, and one of those stars is our own Sun. Revolving around the Sun are 8 planets. The planets are divided into 2 categories based on their composition: terrestrial and Jovian. Terrestrial planets, including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are primarily made of rocky material. Their surfaces are solid, they don't have ring systems, they have very few or no moons, and they are relatively small. The smallest and closest to the Sun is Mercury, which has the shortest orbit in the solar system at about 3 Earth months. Venus is the hottest planet, with temperatures of up to 867 degrees Fahrenheit due to an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and extensive lava flows. Next to this world of fire is a world of water, Earth. The water systems on this planet help create the only known environment in the universe capable of sustaining life. The last of the terrestrial planets, Mars, might have also supported life about 3.7 billion years ago, when the planet had a watery surface and moist atmosphere. Beyond the 4 terrestrial planets of the inner solar system lie the Jovian planets of the outer solar system. The Jovian planets include gas giants Jupiter and Saturn, and ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The gas giants are predominantly made of helium and hydrogen, and the ice giants also contain rock, ice, and a liquid mixture of water, methane, and ammonia. All 4 Jovian planets have multiple moons, sport ring systems, have no solid surface, and are immense. The largest Jovian is also the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Nearby is Saturn, the solar system's second largest planet. Its signature rings are wide enough to fit between Earth and the Moon, but are barely a kilometer thick. Past Saturn are the ice giants Uranus and Neptune. The slightly bigger of these ice giants, Uranus, is famous for rotating on its side. Next to Uranus is Neptune, the outermost planet in the solar system and also one of the coldest. Orbiting the terrestrial planets is the asteroid belt, a flat disk of rocky objects full of remnants from the solar system's formation, from microscopic dust particles to the largest known object, the dwarf planet Ceres. Another disk of space debris lies much further out and orbits the Jovian planets, the icy Kuiper Belt. Apart from asteroids, the Kuiper Belt is also home to dwarf planets such as Pluto and is the birthplace of many comets. Beyond the Kuiper Belt is the Oort cloud, a vast spherical collection of icy debris. It is considered the edge of the solar system since that is where the gravitational and physical influences of the Sun end. Our solar system's particular configuration of planets and other celestial objects, all revolving around a life-giving star, make it a special place to call home.
So class, do you understand the short video clip? Okay, so here is my question. What do you think is the relationship between the Sun and the 8 planets? Yes, Laristen? Go ahead. Very good. Another one. Yes, Jocelyn? Okay, that's good. Okay, anyone who can answer? Yes, Carl. Any other information? Okay, that's good. Thank you. So, another question. What did you notice about the solar system in the video? Class, what did you notice? Yes, Kayla. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. Any other hand? Okay, from the back? Okay? Yes? Okay, very good. Another one. Yes. Hazel. Okay, very good. It seems like you fully understand the concept of the solar system. But before we proceed to our main discussion, let's have first our first group activity entitled Arrange Me. So, allow me to present the general instruction for our first group activity. So, we're going to divide you into 3 groups. Each group will create a model of solar system using simple materials. Each group will use different size of balls representing the sun and the 8 planets. And also, each group will use a string or stick for the orbits to set up a basic representation of the solar system. After doing this activity, you will be graded based on this criteria. Allow me to present to you the criteria for your activity. So, our first criteria for your activity is the accuracy and detail. You will be getting 5 points if all models include all planets, accurate sizes, colors, and features. 4 points if most planets are accurately represented with some missing details. 3 points if some planets are missing or lack of detailed features. 2 points if many planets are missing or inaccurate. And 1 point if the model is incompletely or highly inaccurate. Next criteria is the creativity and presentation. 5 points if the model is visually engaging with creative use of materials and design. 4 points if the model is neat with some creative touches. 3 points if model is simple but well presented. 2 points if the model is poorly presented with minimal effort. And lastly, 1 point if the model lacks of creativity or it is difficult to understand. So, last criteria is the functionality and labeling. You will be getting 5 points if all planets and the sun are clearly labeled. Model shows clear function. 4 points if most planets are labeled, some indication of planetary movements or function. 3 points if some labels missing or unclear, limited functionality. 2 points if few labels or no clear functionality. And lastly, 1 point if the model has no labels or unclear functionality. Okay, class? Are the criteria and the instruction are being clear? Any question? Or any clarification before you're doing their activity? So, this activity is 15 points. So, now let's proceed to your respective groups and start doing your activity. Once you're done doing your activity, please create a clap to indicate that you are done. Okay, you may now proceed to your respective groups and do your activity. Okay, it seems like you're all done doing your activity. Now, let's proceed to your presentation of your activity. Let's have the group 1. You may now proceed your output here in front. Okay, thank you, group 1. Very good. A very nice presentation. Let's give group 1 ang galing-galing clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ang galing-galing-galing. Now, let's have the group 2. You may now proceed your output. Okay, thank you. Very good. Another great presentation from Group 2. Let's give Group 2 a very good clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. Now, let's proceed to the last group. Okay. Thank you to Group 3. It's a nice presentation again. So, let's give Group 3 another ang galing-galing clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ang galing. So I want to congratulate you all. It seems like all of you are creative. So, do you want to know your scores, class? Okay. Group 1 got 14 points. Group 2 also got 14 points. And congratulations to Group 3 who got 15 points. Let's give them 5 taas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, now, let's move on to our discussion properly. So, any idea on what is solar system based on what we watch and based in the previous activity that we made? Yes, Carl? Okay, it seems like you really understand the concept of the solar system. You got it right. The solar system is the compilation or the collection of celestial bodies such as planet, Earth, and other celestial body in the entire solar system. The solar system is located in the Milky Way galaxy. So, okay class, what do you think is the center of the solar system? Any guess? Okay, yes, Claristel. A good guess. Yes, you got it right. It is the sun. The sun is the central star of the central star that provides heat, light, and gravity. Like what I said, it is the control center of the entire solar system. Like Miss Baho said a while ago, this is the sun. Why? What do you think, class? Why it is the control center of the solar system. What do you think? Okay. Yes, you got it right because it provides heat, light, and gravity that pulls the other planets to its orbit. Okay, class? Again, what is the control center of the solar system? Yes, you got it right. So any guess, what is the first planet in our entire solar system? Okay, any guess? You got it right, Hazel. You are correct. Our first planet in the entire solar system in the terrestrial group is the planet Mercury. Planet Mercury is the smallest planet and the closest planet to the sun with no atmosphere. So we all know that the planet Mercury is the smallest planet in the shortest orbit in the entire solar system. So this planet is the closest to the sun. And another thing about planet Mercury, it has a weak magnetic force. It has about 1% of the strength of the magnetic force of the planet Earth that is have. So another thing, this planet has no moons and no atmosphere. So any clarification, another idea? Yes, go ahead. Okay, thank you. So, again class, what is the smallest planet in the entire solar system? Yes, you got it right. The planet Mercury. Now, who can guess what is our next planet? Yes, Kayla. Okay, go. You got it right. Our next planet is the planet Venus. The planet Venus is similar size to the size of the Earth, but it has a thick atmosphere that mainly mostly of carbon dioxide. So, planet Venus is often called as the twin sister of the planet Earth. Why? What do you think, class? Why? Okay, because it is similar to the size of the planet Earth. We all know that the planet Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. But this planet is not the hottest planet. Who can guess what is the hottest planet? Okay, the hottest planet in the entire solar system is the planet Venus. Why? What do you think, class? Why? Yes. Okay, you got it right. Because it has a thick atmosphere that made mostly of carbon dioxide, giving a temperature to this planet so very high. So again, what is the hottest planet in the entire solar system, class? Yes, Jocelyn? Okay, very good. It seems like you are really listening to our discussion. So, now who can guess what is the next planet in our solar system? Who can guess? Any guess? Yes, you got it right. Our very own Planet Earth. Earth is the only planet known to support life with breathable atmosphere and liquid water. We all know that the planet Earth is the only planet from the entire solar system that can support life. Why? What do you think? Why? Yes, very good. Because of its atmosphere and the water system of this planet. The atmosphere of this planet is made mostly of 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen and 1% of other substance. Giving them this planet can support life. Again, class, what is the planet that can support life? From the back. Okay, are you listening there in the back? Okay, that's good. You're listening in the back. That's good. So, any idea what is our next planet? Any idea what is our next planet? Okay, you got it right. Our next planet is the planet Mars. Okay, planet Mars is known as the red planet due to its iron oxide. It has the tallest volcano and largest canyon in the entire solar system. So this planet is also known as the red planet. Why? What do you think, class? What do you think? Why? Yes, you got it right from the back. You're really listening. So, because of its iron oxide surface, giving the surface of the planet Earth reddish color. So, this planet is home for the largest and tallest volcano in the entire solar system, which is, any guess? Okay, it seems like you don't know, brother. Yes, the Olympus Mons. This is the tallest and largest volcano in the entire solar system. This planet has two moons, which are the Phobos and Deimos. This planet is home for massive earthquake, massive volcanic eruption, and massive strong winds. Again, class, what is the planet that also known as the red planet? Okay, very good. The planet Mars. What is the tallest volcano in this planet? Okay, very good. It seems like you fully understand the terrestrial group or the outer planet. So, let's recap. Okay, we have the Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And now, we will be proceeding to the discussion of the Jovian planets or the outer planets.
So let us now proceed to the Jovian or the outer planets. But before we start, does anyone know what are the planets that are belong to the Jovian or the outer planet? Yes, Miss Kyla. Thank you. Jupiter is correct. Another one? Yes, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you. Saturn is also correct. Another one? Yes, Mr. Carl. Thank you. Uranus is also correct. And for the last planet, yes, Miss Jocelyn. Thank you. Neptune is also correct. So I guess some of you know about those planets. And now let's start the discussion about the Jovian or the outer planet. So the first one is the Jupiter. So, does anyone have any idea about the Jupiter? Yes, Miss Elizabeth? Thank you, that's correct. So, Jupiter is the largest planet, a gas giant with a famous storm called the Great Red Spot. So, Jupiter is the largest planet on our solar system. It is a gas giant that is primarily composed of helium and hydrogen. And Jupiter is also known for its swirling cloud bands and the Great Red Spot, a giant storm that has raged for centuries. So again, what is the largest planet on our solar system? Everyone? Very good. The Jupiter. And let's now move to the next planet, which is the Saturn. So the next planet is the Saturn. So does anyone have any idea about Saturn? Yes, Miss Kyla? Thank you, that's correct. So Saturn, known for its striking rings, Saturn is a gas giant. So Saturn is the second largest planet on our solar system. So it is renowned for its stunning ring system, and those rings are composed of ice and rock particles. And that it makes the planet the most iconic feature on our solar system. Again, what is the second largest planet on our solar system? Everyone? That's correct. The Saturn. And now let's proceed to the seventh planet on our solar system, which is the Uranus. So again, the next planet is the Uranus. So does anyone have any idea about the Uranus? So yes, Miss Jocelyn? Thank you, that's correct. So Uranus is an ice giant with a unique tilted axis. It rotates on it. So Uranus is the seventh planet on our solar system. So it is an ice giant that is known for its unique tilt, and it rotates on its side to make it spin like a rolling ball. And also, the atmosphere in the Uranus is composed of hydrogen, helium, and with a significant amount of methane that gives the planet a blue-green color. Again, what is the seventh planet in our solar system? Everyone. Very good. The Uranus. And now, let us proceed to the last planet or the eighth planet, which is the Neptune. So the last planet is the Neptune. Again, does anyone have any idea about Neptune? Yes, again, Mr. Carl? Thank you, that's correct. So Neptune is another ice giant, the farthest planet from the sun, known for its strong winds. So Neptune is the eighth and the farthest planet from the sun. It is a distinct ice giant known for its deep blue color. And also Neptune is known for a cold and windy world with a supersonic wind that reached the speed of over 1,200 miles per hour. Again, what is the last or the eighth planet in our solar system? Everyone? Very good, the Neptune. So, does anyone have any clarification or question about the planets, these planets? So I guess you all understand our discussion. And again, these are the Jovian or the outer planets. The Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
So, okay class, let's review on what the concept of the solar system or what is composed. Okay, it composed the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So class, any clarification? Do you understand our discussion for today? Okay, it seems like you fully understand our discussion for today. So, now, please prepare yourselves because we will be having a short question and answer. So, if you really understand the concept of our discussion. So, first question. So, another thing, class, if you answer our question, you will be getting 5 points direct to your recitation cards. So, please bring out your recitation cards. Okay? You may now bring out. Okay, thank you. So, first question. What do you think is the relationship between the Sun and the 8 planets? Yes, from the back, Carl. Okay, go ahead. Okay, very good. Let's give Mr. Carl a limang taas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It seems like Carl is really listening to our discussion. Anyone who can answer this question? Okay, yes. Hazel? Okay, another correct answer. Thank you, Hazel. Very good. Another? Yes, Shami? Yeah, thank you. Next question. How do you think life on Earth would change if it is farther from the sun? Okay, who can answer? Just raise your hand. Yes? Jocelyn? Go ahead. Yes, you got it right. Very good, Jocelyn. Another answer. Yes, Jocelyn. Okay, very good. Another? Yes, Lian. Okay, you got it right, Lian. So, it seems you understand the concept of the solar system. Now, let's proceed to our last question. So, what do you think if the sun disappear in the solar system? Yes. Yes, Claristel? Okay, go ahead. Thank you. Another hand. Same hands. From the back. Yes, Marlistan. Okay, very good. Another from the back. Yes, Adrian. Yes, you got it right. It seems like all of you in the back are listening also. So, any clarification or any violent reaction regarding to our discussion? Okay, if none, please keep all your notes, all your things, either your cell phone, please put it in your bag. Please move your chairs side and give one seat apart because we'll be having a short quiz. So, the only thing that I can see in your table is those pens. Anything, let's remove it in your table. Yes, those cell phone, please put in your bag. Okay, thank you. Another, give this some spaces here, Miss Ida. Yeah. This, in the back. Move your chairs. Mister, can you transfer to this seat? Okay. Occupy it in the seat in the front. Okay, thank you. Now, please get one and pass. Get one and pass. Get one and pass. Okay, pass to the back. Okay. So, allow me to read the general direction of our quiz. So, read each question carefully and choose the best answer. Circle the letter of your choice answer. Each question has one correct answer. So, that's why you need to choose the very correct answer. So, cheating is not allowed. Any form of cheating is not being tolerated. So, any question, any clarification? You may write your answer in your test papers. Okay? You don't need to pay to your test papers. Okay? Any question? Yes? Okay. You will be giving 10 minutes to finish your exam. Okay? You may now start. Okay. It seems like all of you are done. Now, exchange paper to your seatmate. Exchange paper, we're going to check your quiz. Okay. Who can read the question number 1? Okay, very good. The answer is letter B. Number 2. Anyone? From the back. Yes. Letter C. And number 3. Here in front. Yes. Beredo. Okay, very good. Letter B. Number 4. Here, in the middle. Okay, letter A. Number 5. Number 5 from the back. Yes, Carl? Okay. What's your answer? Okay, letter C. Correct. Number 6. Here, Claristel. Can you read? What's your answer? Okay, another letter C. Number 7. Yes. Okay, what's your answer? Very good. Letter B. Number 8. Yes, Hazel, can you read? What's your answer? Yes, you got it right. Letter C. Number 9. Yes, Jesselyn. Okay, what's your answer? Okay, letter C. Last number. Who wants to answer? Yes, Jocelyn. What's your answer? Okay, letter A. Please back to your papers to the owner. Okay, who got it? Okay, Carl, Cristel, Jocelyn. Okay, let's give them a very good clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. It seems like them as they understand the concept of the solar system. Who got it 9? Okay, very good. Who got it 8? Okay, good. 7? Good. 6 and below. Okay, good. Please pass your paper in the front so I will record your scores. Okay? Please pass it forward. Okay, thank you.
So before we end our class today, you will be given a take-home activity or your assignment. So I will post here your assignment. So for your assignment, research one planet and create a fact sheet or poster with the following details, which are name of the planet, size and distance from the sun, key features such as rings, moons, and surface. Next is any interesting facts such as the weather and composition. And for the rest, you will be answering a question. The question is whether the planet could support life and why or why not. So you can write your assignment in a short bond paper. And for your references, you can search on the internet for any website for this.
So class, any clarification regarding to our discussion and regarding to our assignment before we end? Okay, any clarification? Any violent reaction? Do you understand our discussion for today? If not, please all stand. Okay, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Amen. Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever, Amen. So goodbye, class. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.